hopeless without Allison.
Yeah.
She's my clock.
She's your clock?
She's
Nice.
my clock.
Welcome back
She's
to
the one
part
who
2.
says, shut up.
I should say that. From now on, I'm going to say that. I'm like, Glenn, stop it. Welcome back to the All Things Fun Vidcast. This is part 2. Again, we are still without Allison. We're featuring new titles that are coming out today, the 23rd, Wednesday the 23rd of March. And we were just going to the Batcave. What else you got there, Glenn?
Yes, we were digging on the original Batwoman. She's back in that story. We've also got Dark Knight number 2. David Finch with his very, very scary rendition of Batman. This time we've got the Demon, Killer Croc, and a very, very creepy penguin. Also Batman, we've got Batman Superman 82. It's alternate realities, but it's got lots and lots of Solomon Grundy.
Yes.
So that's always a good thing. Streets of Gotham, number 21. I believe it's the final issue, and it's the final confrontation with Hush. And this was my pick a few weeks back. Infamous, based on a video game. This is number 2. This is actually pretty cool.
You like that?
Yeah. All right.
Crazy.
What do you got over there?
All right. Well, I got some fun stuff here from the land of indie. So let's take a look at that. Pin-up cover of the week, Grimm's Fairy Tales, number 57. Check that out. Allison's here. She's not as much fun to talk about. Doesn't bother her.
She looks cold.
She does look a little chilly. Transformers Heart of Darkness, number 1. So you got the various bad guy Transformers on the front there, which is pretty exciting. You've got Spawn 205. You go months without any Spawn, and then all of a sudden it's Spawn.
Every single week.
It's like a heartbeat. There's all
like
kinds of Spawn. It's like Deadpool. G.I. Joe, the Larry Hama G.I. Joe, number 164 from IDW, is out this week. It's always been a lot of fun. It's very classic. Haunt, in case you aren't getting enough Spawn-like stuff, this is Kirkman and McFarlane. Haunt number 14, out this week.
So is that like a parody of Spawn?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know.
You got, I know. It's Mass Effect Evolution. I'm just going to keep going. From Dark Horse, number 3 is out this week. Video game tie-in title's been doing very well. And one of my favorites, Invincible from Kirkman, number 78. The Voltramite War comes to an end.
Ooh, that's the end.
This is, yeah, it wound down last issue, and this is pretty much it. Anybody who read this title knows, very well done. The one thing he does is he takes a superhero paradigm and turns it on its head. So you have this great big slugfest battle. Of course, in the end, the good guys win. But did they really? It's this weird, twisted end where they won, but they really didn't. Very well done, really well written. A great story. Great story.
It's Kirkman.
It's Kirk. Well, you know what? But sometimes, like in this book, he just hits it. He hits it on all cylinders.
All right.
What else you got there, sir?
I have Green Hornet. This is the last part of the current Phil Hester storyline. Green Hornet and Kato fighting separately. I've got Infestation, Ghostbusters number 2.
Surprise!
I got one thing to say about this. Zombie State Up Band.
Yes. Oh.
Dude. Futurama Comics number 54. It's got a blacklight poster. Ooh. Walt Disney Comics number 717. Catching up to Deadpool.
Yes.
Creepy. A new version of the classic horror comic. Got some Timothy Truman stuff in here. Really horrific. Love it. All you gamers out there, we have Knights of the Dinner Table 172. Always hilarious stuff.
Huzzah.
And Monster Hunters Survival Guide. Dun, 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 from Zenoscope.
Yep.
I'm surprised. There's no chick on the cover.
It's number 3. Well, this is their monster book.
Yeah. Well, there's a snake. That's kind of valid. So it works for them.
So we'll give them that.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Speaking of horror. Speaking of horror.
Oh, an alternate cover with a chick on the cover.
All right.
There you
Zenoscope
go.
does not let us down.
No.
We also have season 1 of Walking Dead.
Yes. Now it's been out for a little while now.
On DVD,
On
and
DVD,
of course
yeah.
the news the other day is Stephen King's going to be writing an episode,
Yes.
and quite possibly his son as well, Joe Hill,
Nice.
might be writing one for the 2nd season.
Which is very cool. Yeah, so if you've not picked up your Walking Dead collection yet, come on down. It's been out for a couple weeks now, but we just realized we hadn't had it on the show, so I want to feature that.
Own it for yourself.
That's right. Oh, it's all there. And you've got the Thor's Lightning Hammer, I see.
Dun, dun, dun.
Came out last week.
Watch. Think about it. You're going to see the movie, midnight show before it opens, you've got your hammer. You got to have your hammer.
It is pretty cool. I got to give you that. So we've also got a couple trades here. We've got Simpsons Comics Meltdown trade collection, $15.99. What If Dark Avengers collection of the What If comics. That's going for $24.99. Savage Dragon, Emperor Dragon, Eric Larson's Savage Dragon collection, $16.99. From Vertigo, The Unwritten, New York Times bestseller, $14.99 collection. And from Marvel Knights, you've got Iron Man, Rapture, $14.99. So that's a pretty big week, lots going on. We'll all be back next week, including Allison, next Wednesday here at the All Things Fun Vidcast. For a full list of all the titles that are released, you can hit our website, www.allthingsfun.net. And that's pretty much it. We will see you next week, same place, same time. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.